cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. There, picks up a couple to the 22. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Underwood. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. The give to the single back. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty.
Turning it on! The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
If you're trying to throw these crow routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hand off to the lone back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Casey. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold it. Defense. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Fires left. It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He makes a catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Looking for a man. It's Casey. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. He now has 62 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And the Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Guys, Indiana, Michigan State, they play for the brass spittoon. And let's see if your boy can spit out this update. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. He lets one fly deep. He's got it along the sideline. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Casey. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking left. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Basure.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the left. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Madison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made it.
There he goes! Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Working that left side. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give is to Williams. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Just feeds the running back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Casey. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Grabbed in the middle. It's close. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Welch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Grove. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Casey. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his...
Turning it on! He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Welsh. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. They just keep firing. Grab near the sticks. It's Rowe. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, South Carolina! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end.
Make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming on the year.
Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
South Carolina.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Casey. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Beckham. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He rifles one deep to the left. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Dropping back, it's Casey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Beckham. And they're able to make the tackle.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after it. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He'll try to do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rush is on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Powell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Not much drive or anxiety. They're waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's